Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. In the translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I am a South African woman and I have my own secret that I have never shared with anyone. I nearly told this other friend of mine, but then I told her that I was joking. I just told her that I went to visit this other traditional healer in Zim and the charms are not working at all. She was like, really? What happened? How did you go there? And then that was when I stopped myself from telling her the truth. So I went to Zim. Even my parents, they do not know that last year I went to Zim and I spent about 30 days whilst I was in this other village, and I was with this other guy that I was dating. As for this guy, he is making money, and when we came back, we were told that we are not supposed to be with each other anymore. He has to go on his way and I have to be on my own, so that our rituals, the charms that we did, cannot affect each other. And where he is right now, I'm pretty sure that he is enjoying his life. I have lost connection with the guy, so I regularly see the ghost of my late ex-boyfriend. He was the one that I sacrificed, because there in his country there is a traditional healer. You go to him and then you give up the soul of your ex-boyfriend, someone that you hate the most, someone that would have hurt you the most. That is the person that you sacrifice. So I have this boyfriend of mine whom I dated when I was still in grade 11. He impregnated me and he denied the pregnancy. Yet when we started sleeping together, there was proof that I had never slept with a man before. But when I told him that I was pregnant, he said, "You are joking. I never impregnated you." So he broke my heart. Like only after we had finished writing matric, that was when he started talking about his child. My parents, they were done with him by that time. They told him that they did not want to see him at our house. So the heartbreak that he gave me, it was just too much. I never recovered from that. So I always hated him with all of my heart, and he used to bring girls to his house, and whenever he had a new girlfriend that was from a different location, he wanted me to see that new girl that he was dating, so that he can hurt me even more. And the way that he impregnated other women, he wanted to prove to me that he can still have kids, even though my parents had denied him to have access to the baby that he had given me, because he had denied the pregnancy. So I hated with him with all of my heart. So fast forward, that was when a lot of Zen people started coming to our country. Then I met this other guy. He was staying in the same location. One day I was at the taxi rank. I really do not know what had happened on that day. I had my money for the taxi money that my mom had given to me. I was supposed to buy some groceries, but when I was at the taxi rank, I saw that I was short. I tried to speak with the taxi driver, but then the taxi driver said to me that he was unable to give me a favor because he had once proposed love to me, but I had denied him. I had told him that I was not in love with him. So he said, "No, not today, unless if you say yes, you do." So I was unable to do that. And he said, "Well, you need to make a plan." That was when this same guy came along. I saw him. He was busy buying some bright gizzards. I went to him and I was like, "Please, can you give me 5 rand? That is all that I want." He asked me what was the money for. I told him that I was short. And then he said, "How about you give me your phone numbers and I will give you 100 rand." And I was like, "Okay, that is fine." I then gave him my phone numbers, and I did not even have data. And we started talking with each other after he had bought me the data. The guy was so caring for me. Within a very short period of time, I was sleeping at his place, and he made sure that I had everything that I wanted. And whenever I wanted money, we would make a plan so that I can get the money. So then that was when he lost his job, because He used to work as an electrician. I don't know what happened, but he lost his job. He was no longer making the same amount of money that he was making. So financially, we started to struggle in that relationship. And since he had made me to get used to the fact that he has to give me money whenever I visit him, I started doubting whether he loved me or not. So he said that you have given me pressure, but I know what we can do. You want money, I want money. How about we go to my village? There is this other man who can help us both. Do you want to do so? Then that was when I agreed. I don't know why I agreed. Maybe it was because I wanted to prove a point to my ex who had hurt me so much. Even when we went there, I did not even know whom I was going to sacrifice, because I did not know that this is what the traditional healer does. We arrived at the village. It was quite a strange place, a new country, people speaking a language that I do not even understand. The food was very different. We stayed at his parents' house. They loved me quite a lot. They called me Makotim. In secret, we would go and visit the witch doctor who was helping us to do money-making rituals. He lied to his parents that I was unable to fall pregnant for him. Each and every morning, the mom would bring a 2-liter of Joko tea that she would make me to drink without sugar. I would vomit too bad. She thought that I was cleaning my womb, but I was there for the money-making rituals. When the traditional healer said that we were done with the preparations, we were brought into a room and I was given a magic mirror, and I was told that I was supposed to speak into the mirror, and I spoke the name of the person that I hated the most. This was my ex. I hated him with all of my guts, and then he appeared in the mirror. I saw him what he was doing, smoking his cigarettes with his friends, and when he appeared, he looked at me and he started crying. I was then given a big knife which had a wooden handle, and I was told to stab that mirror. To my surprise, when I stabbed the mirror, it did not break, but the knife went into the mirror and it started flying through the air. From Zim traveled to South Africa and it stabbed him. That is exactly how he died. He was stabbed that very same day. When I returned back to South Africa, people thought that I was sad when they were telling me that my baby daddy had been killed when he was fighting with other people at the tavern. But what they do not know was that I was the one who did send that knife that was used to kill him, and the people that stabbed him to death, no one even found them. And these were like tokologists that had been sent from that traditional healer's shrine, and they came to stab my ex, and that is how I sacrificed him. We waited for the money to start rolling. I had high hopes when I saw my boyfriend starting to make money, and he moved from our province. Where he went to, he did not tell me, as we had been told that we were supposed to separate once the money started flowing. But as for me, the money is not coming to me. I am being told that my ancestors, they have rejected the rituals, because in our generation, ours is a clean bloodline. There was no one who has ever used blood money-making rituals. That is why I am unable to receive the spiritual money, and I just feel like I wasted my time going to Zim, and on top of that, I have brought this ghost upon me that has been haunting me for the longest time. So I just want advice from people that are from Zim. If things like this happen to you, what do you do next? Because I don't have the money to return back to Zim. I still want this money, for I've already sacrificed and I deserve the money. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. She says whenever she sees the ghost of her ex-boyfriend, she drinks alcohol. You need to be very careful, because you end up having alcohol addiction. She's saying that each and every time, to chase away the ghost of her ex-boyfriend, she drinks alcohol. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.